Okay, so the first thing we got to do before we can use the quadratic formula is we have to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to move or subtract 2x and subtract 3 from both sides. And so that'll cancel out on the right, and that'll leave me with 3x squared minus 2x minus 3, and then equals 0. Now, if I really wanted to, I could have subtracted 3x squared from both sides, but I prefer to keep my a value positive. It doesn't have to be, but most of the time it is, so I just kind of want to be consistent and just keep it that way. So this would be my a, my b, and then here's my c. And so then the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So now it's time to go ahead and start to plug that in and simplify, and we'll see where we get. So let's see. Oops. So here we go. Oops, sorry. X equals, let's see, negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 3 all divided by 2 times 3. Okay, and so here, let's see, I can go ahead and fix the double negatives there. And I'm going to go ahead and square that. And then here I'm going to multiply this together right here. I'm going to multiply the 4, the 3, and the negative 3. And then the 2 times 3 right here. And so I end up with a positive 2 plus or minus the square root. Negative 2 squared is 4. And then see, I'm not messing with the minus yet. So I'm going to keep the minus there. So be careful. This is a common spot that we'll see maybe a mistake with our signs. So let's see, 4 times 3 is 12, and then 12 times negative 3 is negative 36. So that's what goes right here. And then all over 2 times 3 is 6. And then we do have, we are subtracting a negative, so that will become addition. And I'll go ahead and move this up here. So we're going to have x equals 2 plus or minus the square root. So that's going to become actually 40 right there. And then all over 6. Now, what I can do here, I can simplify the 40. And it looks like you probably did the same from seeing what you have here. So we're going to break that into, the square root of 4 times the square root of 10, right? That's what we're going to change that into. And so then that will give us 2 plus or minus, and then the square root of 4 is a 2. And then we have square root of 10, and then all over 6. So all divided by 6. And so what you want to do now is just look at these three numbers. And if they simplify, great. If they don't, then we don't do anything. In this case, they do simplify. They're all reducible by a factor of 2. So that's what we'll do. We'll divide everything by 2. So that will turn into a 1 plus or minus. And then you can put a 1, but really it's understood. You just need to put square root of 10. And then the denominator spot will be a 3. So it looks like you were definitely on the right track with the answer you had here. Apparently just something happened here when you simplified. So, all right, hope that helps.